Hello, hello, yes, hello. How's everyone? Good, I hope. Hope I'll have some people with some questions and some things to add. It's always nice. Alice is here. Now, unfortunately, Alice, my cat isn't very well at the moment, so she's currently sleeping and not doing anything else. So, as much as I'd love to go and disturb her, I'm not going to do that today out of respect for the cat, because she has said she hasn't been very well. So, unfortunately, we won't get to see her today. But you never know, she might surprise us and just appear. That's always a thing that happens. It's very sad indeed, but should be alright. Should be back annoying us in no time at all. For the first day since we've had her, she hasn't meowed in the morning for her breakfast. She didn't eat breakfast actually. As I said, she'll be alright eventually, but we just gotta let her rest for a bit. So, hopefully you've all been well. Alice, I'm really happy to see that video you sent. That was amazing. Really, really good. The first one was very nice. And you acted upon my feedback that I gave you and returned a perfect performance on Orion. Okay. Really, really good. I'm really happy with that. And I have a strong suspicion you might get the student spotlight for that one. We'd never know. Cool. So let's move on. I was going to talk about Orion, but to be fair, with the performance that Alice gave for that, I don't think I need to. So Alice can almost play that song as well as I can. So yeah, you don't need to worry about it too much. Let's have a look how well we did. Cool. So this week, obviously we did Orion. But we also did reading rhythms, page 31, exercise 3, and chords in C major, A minor, exercise 1. Alice, how are you getting on with the chords, the new ones that we're doing? Because they're a little bit tricky, a bit more. There's a bit more to them than what we've done previously. So let me know, and I can help you out if you need it. I'm happy to do that if needed. Cool. So let's have a look at the chords, shall we? I'll go over all of them quickly, just for the benefit of yourself or anyone that might need some assistance with them. So, first thing I'm going to do is move my phone out the way. Have a drink. I'm really thirsty. So, I hope these chords aren't causing anyone too much trouble. So let's do. I think most groups that aren't doing these or have done these. So if you've done this before or you're comfortable with these, treat these chords as a bit of a refresher, which is always good to do. And if you don't know these or you can't remember these quite well, then this is a great opportunity to relearn them. Okay, so chords in C major, A minor. I'll play them all, and then we'll go over them one by one. C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. Okay, so C. Let's start with C. With C, we don't need the string number 6. We don't need that. We move my camera a little bit for you. Hope you can see that. Okay, so let's go. So C, we've got no E string. Imagine someone's come along and they've stolen your E string. They've run away with it. Obviously, don't remove it. We're going to need it at some point. But just imagine, so we don't want to play it at all for this first chord. Okay, so we need ring finger on A3. Should be familiar with this Alice, because that's where the first note of Orion is, A3. We play that with our ring finger this time. At the same time, we put our middle finger on D2, open G, and index finger or your pointing finger, when you pick your nose with, on B1. And we play open E. We've got this, C major. And then D minor. So we don't, let's someone stolen string number 6 and number 5 at the same time. So we don't have those two. They're gone. Start with an open D. Middle finger on G2. Ring finger on B3. Index finger on E1. D minor. Cool. Now let's do E minor. So we're going to need all the strings for this. Open E. Open 6, obviously. Middle finger on A2. Ring finger on D2. Then the rest are open. So open G, open B, open E. E minor. Okay, so let's do F. So with F, we're only playing 3 strings. Okay, only 3 strings. It's just D string, D string, D string. So we need our ring finger on D3, middle finger G2, index finger B1. F. Now you got to be careful that you don't play the high E. If you do, you get what's called an F major 7, which you would know from my ear training. Which is a nice chord, but it's not what they've written in the book for us to play. Cool. So let's move on. G. Now, there's 2 different ways we can do G. I have my preference, other people have theirs, but there's only one note difference. So we've got, this is how it's written in the book. This is how I play it. So we've got our middle finger on E3, index finger on A2, open D, open G, open B, ring finger or pinky on E3 at the top, string 1. Now when I do it, I've got middle finger on E3, index on A2, open D, open G, ring finger on B3, pinky finger, always get confused, on E3 at the top, string 1. The difference is this note. This way round sounds a bit more full. Now, there's 3 notes in the chord of G. There's a G, there's a B, and a D. So the notes of this chord, don't worry about remembering this, but we've got G, B, D, G, G. Now, if we have my ring finger on there, we've got G, B, D, G, D. D is the 5th. I think that makes it sound a bit more powerful. Has a bit more something to it. Last chord, A minor. So let's throw away our string number 6 again. Open A, middle finger on D2, ring finger on G2, index finger on B1, open E. So it's A minor. So go through those again. So C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. That's it. I always have to add that B diminished at the end because I want to. Anyone wants to learn that B diminished chord, let me know and I'll show them. But if not, we'll move on. So let's place the book away for a moment. One of the groups that we've started to look at the song Soul Survivor, but I'm not going to go too much into that because it's not too tricky. I want to look at the reading rhythms quickly. Page 31. So we're on all the groups that would be in this stream are on exercise 3 or above. So I'm going to play exercise 3 quickly with a E3 G note. So we've got so 1 and 2, 3 and too hard, but we could use our specially selected words for this if you wanted to. Don't have to. Write it down. That's always my number one tip. Write it. Even if you have to copy it out on a separate piece of paper and then write the numbers or beats underneath. If that works, that's great. Exercise 4, I'll do that quickly. We've got exercise 5. One of our groups is on that. That's a hard one. I think this is one of the trickiest ones that we've got here. So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. That's hopefully you all remember what dots and ties do. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail for that. Again, any questions would be greatly appreciated, as they will stop me going insane, which we all know I'm most of the way there anyway. Now, let's have a look. I think one of the groups, what did we do? That's my next group. No questions. Well, hopefully that means I've done a good job. That's how I see it anyway. Either that or you want to get rid of me. Yeah, Orion we don't really need to do. We've done causes. So that, yeah, okay, let's have a look at Soul Survivor quickly. Page 39. Bars. No, Soul Survivor is not. It's page 24. What am I talking about? I'm sending you to the wrong place. So the first 2 bars are as follows. Okay, so again, the video that Tyler did for this is really good. Tyler's very good as well, so listen to the advice he's given. But I always want to add to use the right fingers, okay? So ring finger, 3rd fret, middle finger 2nd, index 1st. If we need to, pinky on the 4th, okay? So we've got ring, middle, open, ring, middle, open, ring, okay? Now that sounds a bit confusing, but you'll do all right. So Soul Survivor, nice soul tune. Should be evident by the name, to be honest. Yeah, okay, there's not really a lot else to do. I could just play some nice pretty chords, which I like doing. So we've got about 50 seconds left, just under a minute. Last chance to ask any questions, hurl any abuse, reminisce with any anecdotes you'd like to share. Hopefully, you're all staying as sane as I am. Coming to the end of, or let's hope, of the whole lockdown situation. Play One Direction songs. Okay, I've got 15 seconds. Wow, okay, this is hard. I don't know any One Direction songs. Okay, this is going to be really quick and really rushed. Okay, so I don't actually know what song that was. I just googled One Direction chords and I played a couple of them. Don't even know if it's the right rhythm. But next week, give me a bit more warning. Okay? In that case, see you soon. We'll run over a little bit, but everyone look after yourselves. Alice, really well done this week. Best student this week by far. Okay? See you all soon. Bye bye.